Those out there that have a dinosaur truck like me, or maybe a couple of them, this is a 7.3 liter Ford Excursion, and we're doing an oil change on it. So a couple things you need to look at when you're doing an oil change on a diesel, and a couple tips I have for you. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing you gotta know, you need 15 quarts of oil, and you're gonna need a oil filter. This is how big the oil filter is. It is massive. It holds about a quart of oil. Part number 51734 for the wicks. I always get wick stuff because it's just built different. It's better. So you're gonna need your oil filter. Couple tips: warm up the truck a little bit, and then also take off your fill cap. I'm using Dello 1540 in it. This is what she looks like from underneath. Obviously, you're gonna drain your oil right here. And then a little tech tip, because the oil filters on these things are so massive, what you're gonna do is you're gonna punch a little hole in the bottom of the old filter, and that is gonna drain that filter, so when you pop it down and out, it won't weigh like 10 pounds, and it's just like a big pain in the butt. Maybe not 10 pounds, but when you're up under here, it does feel much heavier, and it doesn't splash oil all over the place. So, my hole is getting pretty drained, and let's take this filter out. Okay, I already did drain my oil, so that is all good. If your filter's stuck, I have a massive pair of channel locks. I already freed mine up a little. So now you see it's not dripping very much. That means that filter is pretty much empty. So it's gonna be way easier to hold it up and not make a massive mess. But get your gloves on. This shouldn't be hard to turn, unless the thing is stripped any. It's really, really slick, but currently the rack is holding up my phone, so. There we go. No spill, no nothing, because we poked that hole in the bottom and let all the oil drain out. So I'm just gonna set that in there. It's fine. And we'll go get the new filter and clean off this surface, and then be on our way. The other thing with these diesels is this filter is huge, and I like to pour quite a bit of oil into the filter before I put it on. So I'm gonna just leave it in the box like this. This is my half jug. So I'm gonna pour about a quart of oil into the filter right there. You can see where our tick mark is right here. I'm gonna go to about there. And that'll be just about a quart. So we're gonna fill up the filter, and then also get a little on the outside so you can lubricate your ring. Always, always, always put oil on this seal right here. Go a little bit more. Give her another glug. Oh, a couple more glugs, I guess. There we go. That's about a quart into that filter, and you can see it's still like probably 3 inches from the top. So this filter is going to be a bit heavier now, which will be somewhat of a pain. Be careful, don't spill all this oil on top of you. It sucks. Done it before. Do not recommend. Alrighty. We're at our spot up here, all cleaned off for the filter contacts, the block. Make sure your gasket comes off so you don't double gasket the new filter. Remember, this thing is pretty full. It's pretty massive, so try not to drop it. Oh, come on, right on there. There we go. That's starting on. You do not want to drop that thing. It is a big, heavy filter. My hands are kind of oily right now, So I'm gonna have to use this rag. Oh man, I just got grease all over the place. Okay, that's tightened up. It's all ready to go. So now I'm gonna go back up to the top side and fill it up with 14 quarts because we already put 1 quart in the filter. So let's do it. If you're wondering how many gallons 15 quarts is, you got 4 quarts in a gallon. This is a gallon jug. This is a 2.5 gallon jug. So you got 4. So you got 10 quarts here, another 4 here, and you have 1 more that you put in the filter for 15 as a total. So now we're gonna come around here and we're gonna fire this turd up. Yeah, land yacht. Oh, also when you do diesel oil changes, let the truck warm up just a little bit first. Helps all that oil come out of there. Wait for our wait start light. And then you want to immediately look over here at your oil pressure gauge. Make sure that thing comes up. You can see it took mine a little while. If we didn't fill that filter, it'd still have no oil pressure, and you can definitely damage your motor if you don't top off that oil filter. Put some oil in there. Come over here. We're just looking for leaks. I don't see any. So there was a little bit of oil on the tie rod, but that's just where it was when it came out of the drain pan. So it's not supposed to be there, but I know why it's there, and it's not dripping out of the motor, so I do know that. We'll hold it a little RPM. Listen to that turbo a little bit. Shut her down. So what that did, that just cycled all the new oil into the valve cover, not in valve cover, but into the top of the motor, in the heads, and the everywhere. Now we're gonna let the oil kind of set back down again. Go get a rag, check in on the dipstick, and make sure she's in the okay range. So I'll just make sure this dipstick's clean. Something I like about these trucks is these dipsticks, pretty nice to be inside, or to have, not to have. You have to have one, but they're easy to pull in and out. Alrighty, and don't know if you can see that. Come on, focus up. There you go. We are right on the money. Another thing about these dipsticks that's really cool is, man, this does not want to focus right. Come on. Look at the dipstick. Hop to it. Come on, man. Go inside, maybe. Okay. Come on. Like I was saying, these dipsticks have a kind of an X hash kind of spot, and it tells you where you're at. Dude, this thing is being a pain in the butt. Come on, look at it. Right here. There we go. Oh. Okay, so you see this X right here? From there to there is 1 quart on the 7.3 dipstick. 7.3 powerstroke dipstick. I don't know about the IDI. But it is in the operating range. I already took the oil off, but this is the operating range. That's from there to there is 1 quart. So just fun fact. So if it's low, you'll know how much to add. But anyways, this thing is right on the money, and it's ready for my trip to Joseph. Going to pick up another car, which I'll probably make a video on. It's a old Ford Courier. So stay tuned. That's probably going to be the next video. If it's not, then it's probably going to be something on that. Probably doing the oil change on it. So anyways, thanks guys for watching.